So would the combination of the cocoa and the coffee grounds, does it change the texture of the meat at all?
It doesn't really change the texture, but it creates kind of a smoky flavor. Oh. And yeah. It's hard to describe until you taste it. The one thing you have to do, though, you have to salt and pepper.
I'm doing that as we speak. I'm doing that as we speak.
Be generous, because that really helps the cocoa and the coffee meld together. And then the other thing you need to make sure you do is shake off the excess cocoa mixture, because you just want a light coating. You don't want to get it too heavy.
Okay, well, I was doing that as you were talking about seasoning it with a lot of salt and some pepper. I did that first, and then I'm mixing in the coffee with the cocoa. And then I'm going to do what you said. I'm going to dredge it. I'm going to dredge this. This is so unusual. It even feels different.
Do you get, because of that,
funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Catherine, I have a question. In all seriousness, it may sound funny, but can you use decaf? Well, if you use regular coffee?
Oh, that's
well, no,
funny.
if you don't want the caffeine.
You're so cute.
No, I told you it was a silly question, but I'm serious about it.
I think it's a good question, Mark, and I think it doesn't matter. I think what you want is a really high quality, a good, finely ground quality coffee. Okay. And I think it doesn't make any difference if it's decaf or calf.
But just not instant coffee.
No, no, that would taste nasty.
No, I would take the cocoa and the coffee before I dredged it in the meat and use a French press and make coffee, and then
use it after that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, I think it's absolutely delicious.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Fabulous.
All right. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put this in the broiler. You put it under the broiler. And you're going to preheat your broiler to about 450 degrees. But I think most broilers, you just turn them on and they just go on by themselves.
Yeah, you would be the high setting.
High setting, right. And then you're going to put it under your broiler. Now you're going to have to put it about 4 inches from the heat source. So put your rack 4 inches underneath the heat source, because if you don't do that, you're going to burn everything, and you want to be careful. So don't put it like up next to it. And it's going to take about 9 or 11 minutes, depending on how much, if you like it rare or medium. This will come out medium rare, right, Catherine? This particular one?
Yeah. About 9 minutes. I mean, my husband and I like it nice and medium rare, so I would, on the lower end of the 9 to 11.
And that's even a lot, though. I think that'll cook. Well, anyway, you follow the recipe in the Taste of Home magazine. Now, for the puree, this is so simple to do. What you're going to do is just heat some olive oil in a pan. You're going to add some fresh shallots. Ooh, I can just love that. And then you're going to make them sweat. That takes about 5 to 8 minutes. You just bring the natural juices out of the shallot, and then you're going to add your garlic to it, and then only do that for about 2 to 3 minutes, because you do not want to burn your garlic. As you know, and I've said 1,000 times before, if you burn your garlic, it'll taste bitter, and you don't want to do that. Then we have some fresh thyme. We're going to add the thyme to it. This will add a lovely, lovely flavor. It gives a nice earthy flavor. Then we have some fresh carrots that we just chopped, and you're going to saute them with your shallots, the thyme, and the garlic. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, and then you add some water, and then you're going to just cook your carrots until they're nice and soft. So I'm adding the water now. There we go. And we'll just cook it till it's nice and mushy, and then you put them in your food processor, and you're going to just pulse it until it's all together. All right, and then you just take them out, and you have your lovely carrot puree. And then if you need it heated up, you can always put it back into the oven under the broiler too, and it'll get it nice and warm.